You're watching E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to talk King Kong and Godzilla. Yes. But anyways, yesterday I did this video regarding Legendary, the whole Phase 1 thing. It was something that crossed my mind because of the coincidence regarding all the monster announcements and the fact that Universal controls Godzilla, King Kong, Legendary controls Godzilla. Possibly still linked to Warner Brothers, but I don't think that's a big deal right now because as of right now, there's no crossover, so it doesn't matter. The question is, will and can King Kong versus Godzilla happen? Well, it definitely can happen. I mean, I don't think Warner Brothers and Legendary will be linked too much longer. I'm sure that if they wanted to do this, they could simply just buy out Warner Brothers. Money talks, or Warner Brothers just gets a cut of the movie as well as Universal. They just split it three ways. So I don't think Warner Brothers, if they wanted to do this, I don't think Warner Brothers plays a role in blocking anything. They'll just get a cut of the film one way or the other. And that can be negotiated. How easy that is, I don't know. I'm not in the boardroom. I don't know how those things work. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that are... This was a big question for me during the whole lead up to the Godzilla movie about whether or not we'd ever see a Kong versus Godzilla. At that time, I didn't think so at all. I still don't. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to really pitch this. But at the same time, it's something you definitely got to look at as a possibility. Let's keep in mind, Godzilla vs. King Kong back in the 60s, as bad a movie as it was, and it was bad. It was cheesy. I know there's people out there that like it. I'm not a big fan of it. I thought the suit was horrible on both ends. I thought the story was ridiculous. But it was the #1 grossing Godzilla movie, in the series, if I'm not mistaken. And that, I think, plays a significant role. King Kong's an American monster. There are people who are King Kong fans more than they're Godzilla fans. And there's some people out there who would love to see King Kong put a beating on Godzilla, especially in the modern day. It's possible for it to happen, and the chances of it happening are much better in the position that Legendary is in now with Godzilla and being part of Universal than there probably ever will be. Do I think it'll happen? I think it's 50-50. I think it's 50-50. I think it would be a good thing for overall for the Kaiju and monsters. I think the question a lot of people are asking is, how do you scale up King Kong, and how do you explain scaling him up? Well, back in the 60s, nobody explained anything, and nobody asked questions. It was just King Kong versus Godzilla, period. So there's a possibility they could go that route. They could just drop King Kong in there and say, all right, here it is. King Kong versus Godzilla, he's this big, no questions asked. But nowadays, I think things are a little bit different. People question things more. So I think there has to be some explanation of how you would make King Kong get larger. One of the things I mentioned on The Nation when I expressed the thought I had was, in the old 60s movie, he had this juice on this island that he drank. And it didn't make him bigger. It was just something that was almost a form of control to kind of make him docile. You could kind of use that idea and use it so that juice exists on Skull Island. Not in the form of a juice that he walks around and drinks, but like in the fruit form. And the reason all the creatures on that island are so large is because they all feed off of the same fruit. So that's why you have bugs that are really big. That's why you have other creatures that are larger than their normal counterparts. And that's why Kong would continue to grow. So that's one theory they could use. The other thing is, you could link it to the whole Muto thing, and they use Muto DNA or something like that. There's a lot of things they can do to tell the story as to why King Kong got so large. And at the end of the day, I think you would get a movie that would do a lot better than most people think. I know there's a lot of people that are already coming out saying, I guarantee you this won't happen. I'm 100% certain You can't. You can't guarantee it, and you can't be 100% certain. This is the same stuff I heard from people who kept saying Legendary doesn't and will never have rights to other Toho monsters. I mean, and I can tell you right now, I'm willing to bet that the rights they got for Ghidorah, Mothra, and Rodan, they got a lot sooner than the last couple of weeks. So, you know, it's silly to say either way. I would never say 100% certain that it's going to happen. I would never say it's a guarantee to happen. I will say it's a possibility. And I think that it's at least a conversation that's come up before. I'm sure it's something that's in their mind. They just probably haven't decided whether or not they want to go that route. Maybe they want to see how the Skull Island movie is going to do before they decide to start trying to link things up. So, but anyway, look, that's my theory. I think it's a possibility. I think you guys can hold out hope, but just don't don't get too crazy. Like, just think to yourself, all right, I hope that happens, but as of right now, it's not, and I'm going to leave it at that. Because at the end of the day, when you consider Skull Island, the next Godzilla movie that's going to contain some Toho creatures, not all three, but at least one or two of them, and then Pacific Rim 2, I mean, we got a lot of good monster and kaiju stuff coming in the next couple of years, and this is something we never thought would happen. So, if nothing else, I'm happy. And, yeah, that's it. Anyway, guys, so what do you think? Give me your thoughts. I know there's a lot of you guys there who want it to happen. There's a lot of guys who don't, and there's a lot of guys who, for some whatever reason, just feel 100% certain, even though there's no proof either or, that it's not going to happen. But, you know, we'll see. Time will tell. Anyway, guys, this is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Nation Facebook page.